I would like to preface this video saying the story Mason is about a girl writing this about a boy named Mason. These are a girl's words, not mine. So, just imagine it as a girl saying it. Here we go. It was a dark and rainy day in February when I was hit by a small red pickup. February 15th. I was told I flew 15 feet before landing smack on my head. Apparently, the driver was drunk and didn't see me crossing. I don't remember that day at all. For weeks I slept in a coma that many feared I would never come out of. I was placed in a ward of children and teens with major bodily harm or disease. My roommate was a boy named Mason. I never did find out his last name. For the time in which I slept, he found out bits and pieces of me from my various visitors, my favorite color, what music I like, and other random things. The day I woke up, I was showered with love and attention from my family, and it took me almost an hour to realize the presence of the boy laying next to me in the bed beside me. He flashed me a lopsided grin and quietly went back to reading his book. Eventually I left in peace, and after 20 minutes of mental debate, I spoke up and asked him his name. His voice was smooth and low, and never failed to make me shudder. We spent the rest of the evening playing 20 questions and becoming familiar with each other. Eventually, my doctor would break our quality time and give me the lowdown of my injuries and what the healing process would be like. He told me that when I was hit, not only did I give myself a nasty concussion, but my legs were also broken in my oh so graceful fall. They said I had a 60% chance of ever walking again. We became close. The nurses would laugh and say we looked like an old married couple, bundled up in bed watching soap operas happen on TV. Mason would just flash me his trademark grin when I blushed and buried my face in my chest. We both had our good days and bad ones. Mason and I, on our particular tough day of treatment for him, we both laid together with trembling in my arms. I never forget the feeling of his soft hiccups or nuts at the pit of my stomach. I finally got up my courage and asked him the million-dollar question. He had Hodgkin's disease. I don't think either of us slept that night. While my legs were transitioned from brace to the cast brace, Mason's chemotherapy began. However, without fail, and I'd come back frustrated or in tears over the difficult session of therapy, he'd be there to comfort me with his soothing words and reruns of I Love Lucy. Over the weeks, the chemo began to take its toll. His brown curls thinned to almost nothing. Dark circles took permanent resistance under his eyes, and his skin turned as pale as snow. As my legs grew stronger, the day I was released no longer seemed like something to look forward to. The day we decided to shave his hair off was the day I broke down. I told him I would do anything, give blood, bone marrow, anything to make him better faster. But he just shot me his smile and instantly made me melt and wipe my tears away. 60%. Mason had 60% chance of beating his demons, same as me. On May 12th, I was officially released from my room in 102. I would walk with a limp most likely for the rest of my life. Every other day, I would visit Mason. Each time I would leave, we would take a picture together. Over the months, I would compare our first picture and the most recent one and see how much he was deteriorating.